Welcome back everyone to more Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I'm Overlord, and we're going to be wrapping up stuff on Tatooine. First up, let's head into the Ebon Hawk to take care of some things. Now, if you'll recall, back when a man approached us about a lot of crate of Gizka that he delivered to our ship, they have broken free and are now loose. These will continue to be a nuisance for us for a little while. You can go up, you can pick one up. Well, if you fail to pick it up, you can pet it. Oh, likes that. Apparently you can play some sort of game with it. I like how the subtitles seem to indicate sarcasm. What fun. And of course we can just murder it. But you can't take care of them that way, even if you went up to every single one of them and killed them. It doesn't solve anything, so we'll have to find out another way to deal with the Gizka. In the meantime, I'm going to equip those crystals that we got. First of all, let's go ahead and make one of our lightsabers purple and change the crystal to a Crate Dragon Pearl, which as you can see has an attack bonus of 3 and a damage bonus of 2. And we're going to equip those into our short lightsabers as well. Massive criticals, 2d6, very useful. And unfortunately we don't have another purple crystal, so I'm going to keep this one red for now. And we're going to give Bastila's crystal small upgrade. Take out the stun crystal and replace it with one that gives attack and damage bonus. And we'll go ahead and upgrade Juhani's while we're at it. Okay, melee and armor. I'm going to take these upgrades out of this armor, put them into Calo Nord's battle armor. We'll be giving that to Canderous. Ooh, purple lightsaber. Looks nice. I like it. At this time, we might as well attempt our next repair on HK and find out a little bit more about his history.
Statement. HK-47 is ready to serve, Master.
He can also do a fighter simulation where you can play the Sith fighter minigame, but God knows I wouldn't wish that upon myself willingly.
Affirmative. If you believe your skills are up to the task, Master, then I can certainly guide you through the process. Request. I only ask that you be oh so very careful, Master.
Right, we know.
Statement. As you wish, Master. The first stage is the simple one, and that is
I'm skipping this because you've all
And now
heard it before.
rewire the last 3 relays. Access complete.
Here we go.
I have recovered information on my owner previous to the commercial officer, Master. Intriguing. Statement. It appears that my previous owner was a human senator on the planet Coruscant. A man of importance who obviously appreciated quality craftsmanship. Observation. It does seem that way, does it not? I can still remember all the glittering lights of Coruscant. Very pretty. Can we go back there, Master? I do remember that I was very pleased to be the property of a senator. One of his assistants discovered my assassination functions later through questioning. The assistant was quite alarmed and told the senator I should be scrapped quickly to avoid a scandal. Naturally, the senator had me eliminate the fool.
My kind of senator.
Observation. I rather liked the human myself. For a meatbag, his priorities were in the right place. I felt most useful. I was most proud to have partaken in the political system of the galaxy. During the time my owner possessed me, he gained significant rank. Given time, I believe he could have become Chancellor. I even eliminated a few key opponents that he did not ask for. Freebies, if you will.
Intriguing.
Answer. Certainly. Why not? I am an intelligent droid, you know. I see an opportunity, and I take it. And my master was most pleased with my work. Observation. I think he would have done far better had he not allowed his use of me to become personal. He set me on his wife. Answer: I am unsure. The human was most agitated and angry. I believe his wife had done something that had displeased him greatly. I was to go to their summer estate and terminate his wife, along with whatever male companion I discovered there.
Aha.
Statement: I have no idea, Master. Cheating seems to be a relevant term only when one is caught in the act. Otherwise, it is viewed as intelligence. No? I journeyed to the southern continent, but it appeared my master was not far behind me. Apparently, he regretted his activation of the protocol. When I found the wife and her companion, I proceeded to launch my attack, but my master interposed his own body and was destroyed. It was rather a strange meatbag thing to do, do you not agree? Naturally, I shut myself down, my master being terminated.
He acts like this is a very routine occurrence, which, well, it is for him. 2 out of 2 so far.
Observation. Only so far, Master. There are still more memories not recovered, remember?
Oh, that's comforting.
Statement. I believe the senator's wife was unsure what I was or what to do with me. It was she who sold me to the corporate officer, an acquaintance. Answer. As previously, I have found a few more programs which will enhance my performance. A most gratifying discovery, in fact. There is still nothing from previous memories uncovered. You will have to operate again if you desire to find them. With luck, I will discover the stimulus to unlock my core, and all this will be unnecessary. I do thank you for the attempt, however, Master.
So we've stimulated him with an operation and enhanced his performance. And it gives him defense rating. I feel a little bad. Okay, so we'll see more of HK and his checkered past in later videos. In the meantime, we actually need to make a back trip back to Tatooine to have something trigger from mission that I completely forgot about. So I'll just go ahead and make a cut, and we'll cut back to Tatooine. Okay, here we are back on Tatooine. I did figure out a better way to do the fighter minigame. You can use the WASD controls, and they give you a much improved turning radius. Thank you to whoever pointed that out in the thread. That has helped out a lot. So we need to add mission here, and it doesn't matter who else we take, so HK is our default. And if this triggers right, it should happen pretty much right away. And it didn't. Why would it? Damn it, game. Let's try this again. Turn around. Alright, this time mission in Bastila. I don't know. That made it work last time. No? Anyone? Bueller? God damn it.
Yeah?
Well, I'll go ahead and level up mission, because why the hell not? She gains more sneak attack. We'll up her dex. This'll come in handy later on. Feats. Master dueling. Gives you more attack and defense bonus when she's just using a one-handed weapon. More sneak attack, yada yada yada. Skills. She does have a lot of skills. She's also one of our best at demolitions, which is very handy. Get rid of toughness. Okay. Why isn't this working?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I was thinking about Tara. I don't look, but
Yeah, blah blah.
Hey there.
Oh.
I was a little snappish when we last talked. I'm sorry about that. I get a little touchy when it comes to Griff. It's kind of embarrassing telling people about him. It's complicated. Griff wasn't the most popular guy. He had his faults. But I still loved him, you know? Sometimes people don't understand. I never knew my parents. My brother always looked out for me. He's the one who brought me here to Tars. I was just a kid, only 5. But I remember the trip, if you could call it that. We were stuffed inside a packing crate in a starfreighter's cargo hold with just enough food and water to make the trip. Not exactly first class, you know? I don't know the whole story. I was pretty young, but my brother owed a lot of money. Might even have been a few arrest warrants out for him, I don't know. The only way to get off the planet was to smuggle ourselves out. I mean, I don't want to make it sound like we were criminals. Well, maybe my brother was. See, this is why I don't like to talk about it. It makes Griff sound worse than he really was.
Oh, yeah.
My brother had his problems, but he always looked out for me.
No, he's a real stand-up guy. Very tempting to say this, but we need to progress along here.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Without my brother, I don't know where I'd be. He gambled and drank.
Educated.
And he was always borrowing money for his latest get-rich-quick scheme. But he had a good heart, you know? He taught me how to survive. Showed me how to slice into a computer security system, how to get inside a locked building without the entrance codes, and how to spot a wealthy mark for a quick shell game.
Yeah, we do, use those skills a lot.
Yeah, Griff did right by me. I really miss him since he left. I keep hoping he'll come back someday. He promised me he would.
Why did he leave?
He fell in with a bad crowd. It's all Lena's fault. She's the one who took him from me. Just batted those long lashes at him and off he went.
Who?
I don't want to talk about Griff and Lena. Just the thought of that space tramp makes my blood boil. Subject's closed as far as I'm concerned. If I'm gonna be any help to you, I can't be worrying about my brother running off with some intergalactic skank. So is there something else you need?
Space tramp, intergalactic skank. I love it.
Okay, have it your way.
Okay. We might have to do one more conversation to get this to trigger properly.
Hey there, what can I do for you? I'm sorry for the way I acted before. It's just that when it comes to Lena, I tend to get a little worked up. My brother and me had a good thing going. Sure, Griff had his run-ins with the law on Terrace, but we got by okay, until Lena came and ruined everything. She was a dancer at the cantina where my brother used to go play Pazic. Griff could be a real smooth talker, and it wasn't long before the two of them were dating. But Lena was used to dating rich Teresian nobles, guys with mountains of credits. Griff could never give her the lifestyle she was used to, no matter how hard he worked. I thought Lena would brush Griff off when she saw how poor he was, but for some reason, she stuck around. I guess she saw the potential for a big payday down the road. After they'd been together for a few months, Griff told me he was leaving Terrace. He and Lena were going to try and make their fortune off-world. He promised as soon as he made enough credits he'd come back and get me, and we'd all live like royalty. That was 2 years ago. I haven't seen him since. I don't even know where he went. Oh, I know what happened. As soon as she got him off Taurus, Lena sunk her claws into Griff butt good. She twisted him around her little finger and made him forget all about me. I know I'll probably never see Griff again. But part of the reason I came with you was the hope that I could find out what happened to my brother. Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. Let's just get back to the task at hand. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Mission very much
Okay,
knows
have it your way.
that side quests remain side quests and do not interfere with the main storyline. Alright, now if we take her off the ship, this should trigger properly. Sorry for that, and if one of those conversations we've had before, I do apologize. Something to do with me restoring my saves back from when my computer crashed. Not crashed, but I formatted and forgot to back up my saves. Anyway, mission side quest, go! Oh, god damn it, Bastila!
How can I help? Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself. I was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Tal Ravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged. Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly.
What if I'm indifferent to my parents? Can I be with them then?
Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things.
She sounds the same to me, but whatever, game.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time. Very close.
Daddy issues, huh?
I was only a little girl when I left my family, but I still remember him fondly. He was kind and gentle and doted on me. My mother, however, was different. I was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
Huh. It's actually a fairly interesting character backstory there.
A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
Yeah, but... I mean... you still get laid, right?
Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. But some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather return to our mission.
Fine, I'd rather you didn't bring it up in the first place and then get all snippy from me. Well, because of that, I think we need to run in and out of the ship one more time. Star Wars! Knights of the Old Republic. Let's play. Running in and out of the ship over and over. This is the best video I've made yet. Alright, mission. Bastila shouldn't talk anymore. Let's see if this gets this to work. Walk forward. Oh my... Ugh! Oh, well, son of a bitch, there she is. Well, normally she comes and talks to me, but I guess this doesn't hurt either. Oh, well, what the... Game!
Mission, is that you? It's me, Lena, remember? I was dating your brother back on Terrace.
Lena? What are you doing here? Where's Griff?
I'm just passing through. Griff and I broke up a few months after we left Terrace together.
Shocking.
Probably for the best. Your brother can be charming, Mission, but he's bad news.
Don't you start trashing my brother, you cantina rat.
Uh-oh.
Take that back or I'll smack you so hard your head tails will pop off.
Jerry.
Mission, what's wrong with you? Why are you acting this way? Yeah, I know how she feels. Griff can be pretty frustrating. I guess that's why Mission didn't want to come with us when we left Terrace.
You liar! Griff told me that you didn't want his little sister tagging along. That's why he had to leave me behind.
Is that what the Hutt spawn told you? I wanted you to come with us, Mission. I even offered to pay for your ticket. Why not? I paid for everything else while I was with that freeloader. But he told me you didn't want to leave Terrace. I said we shouldn't even go then. But he said we'd come back and get you after we struck it rich on Tatooine. Just another one of his lies.
No, you're the one who's lying. Griff wouldn't... He wouldn't try to leave me behind.
Intriguing.
Think about it. If Griff wasn't trying to ditch you, Mission, then why didn't he tell you where we were going? After we left Terrace, he told me looking after you was holding him back. Griff's always looking to blame other people for his own problems. That's why he abandoned
Armchair
you.
psychologist.
He did the same thing to me, too. As soon as I ran out of money, he started blaming me for all of his problems. Like it's my fault his get-rich-quick schemes never work out.
Sounds like Griff got involved in multi-level marketing.
Still on Tatooine, as far as I know. Not that I really care anymore. And if Mission was smart, she'd forget about that no-good con artist.
But Griff is my brother. I just can't pretend he doesn't exist.
That's easier
if
than
he
you
was here
think.
to defend himself, Lena wouldn't be saying all this bad stuff about him.
Hey, if you want to talk to Griff, go ahead. Last I heard, he was going to make a fortune working the Zerka Corp mines on Tatooine. But as far as I'm concerned, he's out of my life forever.
Griff's better off without you anyway, you table-dancing, brother-stealing home wrecker.
Whoa.
I guess that's my cue to leave then. I didn't mean to upset you, Mission. But one day you'll see I'm right about your brother. I only hope it's not too late by then.
Yeah, but you're still a stripper/hooker, so... I mean, your word's only worth so much. Finally, we got it to trigger. I apologize about all the delays with that. Oh, come on! Game raging hard.
How can I help? I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zar.
Oh, wait. This is an opportunity for snarky flirtiness. I take back my rage.
You never give up, do you? I admit, I'm interested in you. I find you intriguing, compelling even, but it's not what you think. You have a great gift. You have an awesome command
Why are we 30 feet apart?
And I tremble when I think of how you might misuse it.
I love the Han Solo-ness of these lines.
What? No, of course not. Not like that, anyway. In many ways, you are dangerous. You could be the savior of the galaxy, or you could bring untold destruction upon us all. I have seen you give in to temptation and indulge your baser emotions on many occasions.
No, you haven't.
You are on the path that leads to the dark side. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety, for it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this, but I will do my best to make you understand.
Look, the thread made me do it, okay?
We must, for all our sakes. If you had the proper training under a master, you would know all this. But because of our mission, I must be the one to try and help you understand. The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side.
So I'm covered.
The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for.
She's very descriptive about the dark side.
I am no less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly?
The one who likes using dark side powers for cheaper force point costs.
And how adept must one become at making excuses for one's actions if suffering is the result? How long before you stop making excuses at all? It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side
she's
and
in full
joined their
lecture
cause.
mode now.
What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying.
Come on now.
No, I suppose not.
Thank
I've spoken more than enough of the dark side. It is up to you whether you heed my words or not. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side.
God!
Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must.
Journal entry updated. Bastila whinges more about the dark side. Alright, finally, we can get back off Tatooine. This video is going to take longer than I thought. If we still want to get everything done, there might be some judicious editing coming up in the near future. Like right now, when I'm going to jump cut again to us being back on Tatooine. Alright, back on Tatooine, and I had to go through Sith fighters both here and on the way to Tatooine. Really, really annoying. Okay, so now, finally, I can show off Bastila and missions side quests here. And here's the way to get Bastila to trigger.
Welcome back. As you...
Nope, just kidding. Does Bastila not want to trigger? Ah, thank you. Hey, look, it's Lena. Okay, it's not.
I'm Bastila, yes. I take it that you know my mother? Is there something I can do for you, miss? As you can see, we're in quite a hurry.
Don't be rude.
Kakin cha na kwat na bon kon. Wanakumbes. Chi pala mulek. Tonki pa nagnonek. Tu nikton chun ke nemolek rabest. Uf mala nibo kurk.
My mother's condition?
Tin umpa do punta krita. Ak ti kondo ona
sad
chava
alien
chisa
voice.
wanki. Ti toki grantu kon chichan kun green.
I've not seen my mother since I joined the Order. Do you know what's happened? Did she say anything about my father?
Genchopa chawi ti chok twis yun kun.
Bastila's mom is sick.
I see. Where did you meet her? Do you remember?
Chika don mulaka.
Well, why not?
Part of me would rather not see her at all. But if she's really sick, well, we shall see.
Okay. So, now we have 2 things to accomplish on Tatooine, as well as just wrapping up a couple of loose ends, and that's, find Mission's brother Griff, and find Bastila's mother. Bastila's mother, we already know, is in the cantina. As for Griff, this guy has a name. What's up? Pissed over some woman?
My mother was supposed to be here somewhere. Ask if they've seen her.
Apparently, Bastila's mother is acting like an asshole.
We should try to find her. I doubt she wants to be kept waiting.
Oh, you damn humans, I don't know. Anyway, Griff was apparently working for Zerka Corp, so let's ask them if they know anything about Griff.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerga Corporation.
Well, first of all, I do have some gaffy sticks.
I see that, but do you have the all-important Chieftain's Gaffy? That was what you agreed to get for us.
I do.
Well, that is a very big headache that you've removed. I'm sure there are still sand people out there, but they'll be quieter now. I think I'll give you a bonus for this. You've more
Cha-ching.
than lived up to your side of the bargain. Zerka Corporation thanks you.
Zerka Corporation needs to thank me more.
And I wouldn't want you to leave without this additional reward. Yes, of course I wouldn't.
Zerka may be a corrupt organization, but that does not justify us using the Force for personal gain.
Sure it does. It doesn't even give me any dark side points.
Greetings again from the offices of Zerga Corporation.
Where's Griff?
Griff? There's no Griff here. Never heard of him. No, I don't remember a single Griff on the Zerka Corporation payroll.
Uh-huh.
Can you spare me a few moments? I have something I want to get off my chest. I want to tell you about one of our workers. His name was Griff. We hired that Twi'lek some time ago.
Oh, really?
Not a good
Was his
worker,
name Griff?
according to his crew chief. Always complaining and faking injuries to get out of work. He entered false timesheets and slept through his shifts. We even suspected him of stealing Zerka Corporation supplies, although we could never prove it.
Yep, that's Griff.
We would have fired him, but we needed workers. It would have been better for him if he had been fired. Then the Sand People wouldn't have gotten him. He was lost in a Sand People raid we suffered not too long ago. There were prisoners taken, but our rescue parties never found anyone alive. In the end, it just wasn't cost-effective to keep searching. All miners sign a waiver absolving Zerka Corporation of liability in these circumstances.
Does that mean there's some life insurance or something?
We didn't find his body, so we have to assume he was taken prisoner. Whether he's still alive, I couldn't say. That's all I can tell you. I shouldn't even have said this much. This is all privileged corporate information. I could lose my job.
Alright.
Very well, though I do have work to get back to. Of course, you've done a good job for us, and I'm happy to pay you. Farewell.
Yeah, 1250 credits for turning in the various gaffy sticks we got from Sand People. I want to pull out my lightsabers just cause it's been a while. Haven't killed anything. Starting to get itch. Well, now we know Griff is out with the Sand People. Uh-oh. Well, that's this now.
Yikukuno no ba mulira chikun. Tonghit kun
Drop the
chonchin.
data pad? Okay, sure.
Ronda di hotonga kun honkabi. Achuta.
Very strange. Okay, so we head toward the cantina to find Bastila's mother. Oh, that looks like her, and that's her name, so let's go say hi.
Beth? I'm sorry, do I know you?
I am here, Mother. But don't you recognize me?
What do you expect when I haven't so much as had a picture of you since you left? Do you know how long I've been trying to find you?
You knew as well as I communication would be impossible once I joined the Order. Now what is this about? Where is Father?
Then you haven't heard. I should have known.
Has something happened to him? Are you going to tell me or not?
Your father is dead, Bastila.
Dun dun
That is
dun!
part of the reason why I was looking for you.
Dead? What happened? What did you do to him?
Isn't this a lovely reunion? Already she's flinging insults at me. Tell me, you're one of her friends. Do you treat your mother this way?
Whoa, hey, I don't need to get involved. Also, don't try to pull your mom jokes on me. My mom is dead.
Is that so? Well, I'll be joining her soon enough, I suppose.
I was told you were sick. Are you actually dying, or is this merely melodrama for my benefit?
Such sweet things, you say. Perhaps I should tell you everything first before we start arguing again.
You could start by telling me what you got Father into that killed him.
I hadn't realized Jedi was so spiteful. You want me to tell you I brought your father here for an expedition, do you? You want to blame me for his death? You never accepted that your father loved going on his treasure hunts, leaving you alone with me. I was always to blame for everything. What else is new? So yes, fine. I brought your father here to look for great dragon pearls.
What, like
he
in
took
the
an
sand?
expedition into the Tatooine desert, and he died.
How can you be sure of that? Father is an experienced...
Do you think I would look for you if I wasn't sure? They were attacked by a great dragon, and one of the guides fled the battle. He saw your father killed.
I see. So what do you want from me? Credits?
Oh, don't be insulting. I want you to use those senses of yours. I want you to find him. I want you to bring back his holocron.
Why? So you can sell it?
Is it too
God
much
damn,
to ask
Bastila.
that I have something
It's
to
cold.
remember your father by? Of course it is, isn't it? You couldn't be bothered.
We're very busy on a mission from the Jedi Council. I doubt I'll have the time. Ask my companions if you doubt me. What remains would there be? Great dragons are huge predators, easily able to
I know.
devour a human.
We killed
and
one.
the desert is a harsh environment. Finding my father's remains would be an even more impossible task than finding his holocron. An ignoble end to a fine man. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with what she's asking. Are you actually sick, Mother?
What difference does it make to you? None, I'm sure. Just find your father's holocron, and you won't have to worry about me again either way.
That's the kind of response I would expect. Very well. We'll look for the holocron if we have time. I can't promise any more than that.
I believe your father was headed north towards the Sand People Enclave. I would check along that route, dear. Do please hurry.
Oh, wow. There is severe animosity between these two. Well, now we have 2 tasks out in the desert to accomplish before we can up and leave this world. Find Bastila's father's holocron, and find any traces of Griff, dead or alive. Also, we have this Jawa to talk to and say, hey, we freed your little Jawa bros, so give us a reward. They're so cute. I just want to murder them. Give me more. Dark side points and credits. Good times. Okay, so we're heading back out into the desert. I'm gonna jump cut to the Sand People Enclave, where we find Griff.
Oh, it's you again. I'll just let you pass. The boys in the office may need authorization in triplicate, but not me. Good hunting out there.
So we'll skip this whole passage into the desert, and we'll be back when we find Griff, or his remains, in the Sand People Enclave. Okay, and we're back here at the Sand People Enclave. I did get to murder some Sand People along the way in a random encounter, which soothed some of my bloodlust a little bit. So, we're back here in the previously wiped out Sand People Enclave. However, there's still some Sand People. Oh, time to fix that. Murder. And yes, you could continue to get their gaffy sticks and turn those in for a small bounty from Zerka Corp. As well here, and to our left is Griff. Okay, so I lied about the remains. He's alive. What's up, Griff?
You there? I'm a high-ranking executive at the Zerka Corporation. There's a big reward if you take me back to Anchorhead.
Griff, don't you recognize me? It's Mission.
Mission? Is it really you? I heard Taurus was destroyed. I thought you were dead. Oh, joy of joys, my little sister is alive.
I have to ask you something, Griff. It's important. I ran into Lena. She said it was your idea to leave me on Terrace. It isn't true, is it?
Well, there's the truth and then there's the truth, you know. I always meant to go back to Taurus just as soon as I had the credits to pay off my debts. But credits have been hard to come by.
You mean it's true? It was your idea to leave me there? I'm your sister. How could you abandon me like that?
Come on, sis. You didn't need me to look after you anymore. You may have been young, but you knew how to take care of yourself. Besides, you're here now. I mean, everything worked out fine.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me after all these years, after deserting me on Terrace?
Well, that and, could you please get me out of here? You got a tough-looking friend there.
That's fine. We'll let him go just because there's a follow-up quest.
Yeah, you can find your way from there, right? Can you manage that? What? Is there something else?
Well, I wanted to thank you, and, you look like you're doing well. Financially, I mean. Say, could you spare me a few credits to get back on my feet?
Wow.
You're hitting me up for credits. I don't believe this. Lena was right about you, Griff. We should have just left you to the Sand People. Don't talk to me anymore. Ever.
That didn't go well. Sis was always a little too fiery for her own good. She'll cool down in time.
I don't think so.
You may have saved my life, but I don't have a single credit to my name. Say, you wouldn't be able to spare me some credits, just till I get back on my feet, you know?
Yeah, no, not gonna fly.
Huh. I guess you've been talking to Lena, too. That's okay. I'll figure out a way to get by without your credits. I always do. Besides, I've already got a job lined up for me. Krita, the manager over at the Zerka supply shop, said I could come work for him if I ever get tired of the mines. Yeah, I think I'll go take him up on his offer. You know, maybe there's something else you can help me with. I need to talk to a guy first and set up the details, but if you're interested in a job, come see me in Grita's shop. Goodbye, Mission. I'm glad you're not dead.
This is the best family reunion ever, second only to Bastila and her mother's. Well, I was going to continue to show off the rest of the side quests here, but this video has kind of gone long enough as is, so I am going to call it for now, and I'll post the next video very shortly, where we find Bastila's father's holocron and reconcile her side quests. So, for right now, this is Wampa Lord signing off. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time.